Thor the Dark World has the same cast as the first movie. Thor has to save the universe from dark elves. Scary, huh? Alan Taylor directed this movie. He worked on Game of Thrones. I skipped that show. He later on directed Terminator Genesis. People hated that movie. I thought it was okay. I reviewed Thor the Dark World when it was brand new. My original review is still on my channel. I'll just say, I praised it. I enjoyed it more than the first movie. I recently picked it up. It's not quite a good movie, not to my surprise. I understand why some disliked it. It's generic, sure, but not boring. Chris Hemsworth is still good as Thor. He's not bored yet. Thor is protecting Asgard, fighting rebels. He's matured, but he doesn't want to be kin. You know, he's proactive. I'm sure some feel he's a generic hero. I thought he was fine. I feel he's the Superman equivalent of the MCU. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. Jokey Thor is better than serious Thor. Natalie Portman was fine. She phoned in her performance because her friend Patty Jenkins dropped out. Patty directed Wonder Woman. It was a huge hit. Jane is living in London. She's researching anomalies. I guess everyone agrees the romance was lame. Tom Hiddelston is a likable actor. Loki is one of the best Marvel villains. Loki is locked up after invading the Earth, so his relationship with his family is really strained. Thor and Loki are forced to team up to save the universe. Thor is naturally skeptical of Loki. Loki should have had more screen time. A lot of people were disappointed in Loki's screen time. Thankfully, he has a larger role in Thor Ragnarok. Malachi is a villain. He is the leader of the Dark Elves. He looks like a Star Trek villain. He wants the Aether, one of the Infinity Stones, to plunge the universe into darkness, because let's annoy him, you know, give him a migraine headache. He's bland as hell. He has no personality. At least he's a real guy, unlike Steppenwolf. How is the Dark World? It's dull, it's so ugly. Yeah, it has a name. Scantiliva or something like that. They filmed in Iceland. They shouldn't have altered Iceland. Iceland isn't Batman Begins, it wasn't altered. It's a minor location, so Marvel seriously should have chosen a different title. I think Marvel loves Game of Thrones, so they hired Alan Taylor. This movie has more Asgard. It looks beautiful. They built a few sets, and they were enhanced by CGI. I think Game of Thrones fans feels this is a dull, bland Thrones clone. Since this movie has more Asgard, they should have focused more on Thor's Asgardian friends rather than the human characters. Lady Sif is the only female character. We should have at least learned more about her. If I remember correctly, the actress's name was Jamie Alexander. Here's a little bullshit trivia. Zachary Levi, one of the other actors, was recently announced as the DC character Shazam. 2019 will be the Captain Marvel battle. Captain Marvel comes out in March and Shazam comes out in April. This movie has more action than the first movie. Yeah, it's good. The first action scene was okay, it's video game-ish. There is more Asgardian action. They resemble knights or Vikings. Well, their culture is Viking-esque. There's a cool starfighter chase. It was Star Wars-esque, which is appropriate because of Natalie Portman. The climax was creative. It had some portals because of some huge cosmic event. That word I butchered was cosmic. We all butcher words. This event was the convergence. It happens every 5,000 years. All 9 realms loosely merge, creating portals or anomalies. The humor was fine, it's forced. I guess I laughed a lot the first time I seen this movie. Some people hated Darcy, I didn't mind her. Yeah, some of her jokes really fell flat. She had a male intern, he was pointless. He was there just for humor's sake. Eric Savick was a bland character. He was used for exposition and humor. We see him running around naked because he's still kooky from Loki's mind control. That's beyond desperate. We could have seen him killing birds, or rather harassing birds, and maybe hallucinating aliens. I don't think anyone misses him. Thor the Dark World gets a B. Same rating as before. It's decent, it's generic but fun. The characters are likable. I love Thor and Loki's banter. The action was good, the villain was weak. Most Marvel villains are weak. Thanks as always for watching, guys. My Twitter link is down below. Let me know what you thought of Thor the Dark World. Did you like it or hate it? The Avengers Infinity War trailer came out yesterday. I haven't reacted to it because my trailer reactions don't do well. I guess I'll react to the next trailer. I'll talk to you later. Alrighty then.